Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm more who I am now. I mean, right now. I did two shots at it this morning. I just, because I was so late. You ever just ever have one of those days where, I mean, it's like kind of hard to wake up. I mean, I know people go through that. I know. I mean, because your whole thought thing, like, I mean, it's something. It's some kind of interference to, like, the system. You know, your system, like your body. It's like you're debating, you know. I'll use the metaphor. All right, so I used the metaphor of like the Tupperware. I guess I was trying to come in very light today, because you should, you know, you should be comforting to people. And I forget the saying, but there's this guy, Mark Levin was interviewing him. I did see a little bit of that, and I know, you know, he served in the armed forces in some facility or in some you know, faculty or some position, or, you know, whatever it was, Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy. So, you know, he was telling a story. He was in his, you know, his house with his mom, and it was like a cold winter, and I'll wait for the car to go by, wait for the truck. After all, you know, give me a chance to wake up, have a little coffee. Hey, we'll go on a break. How's that sound? So, it was cold, probably didn't have the best heat, but the mother was raising this boy right. And she said something to him. Something about, it doesn't matter where you go from here, what you want to be, you know, just give. You know, do a service, do something for others. You know, you get more satisfaction from it. Something like that. Yes, I wish I was, you know, woken up, but I wasn't. I was like debating, you know, whether I should just like say no show, because I see some really nice girls out there that have been on my friend list for a while. And I know where, you know, I know where they're at, and a lot of the issues and everything like that. And it's sad, you know, it's sad to not like look at it like, you know, as put everything in it. If you're only getting like I'm not sitting here assuming that they just listen to one side. I don't know that. I don't have the information. I'm just saying, like, you gotta, everything that has happened up until this point, all the things that have happened, you have to involve all them. I mean, Mueller, or whatever, Reinstein, Michigan State, whatever it is, FBI, CIA, brigades, other countries, the moon, Jupiter, Saturn, kryptonite, Planto. Yes, we're trying to wake you up, man. You suffered severe damage. You know, it's an overload. Is there a song that would help you, like, you know? I see what you said. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very unbelievable moment here at the West One Radio. I mean, this is a chance for me to really shine. my man here. See, I'm his imaginary friend. Okay? Maybe he was thinking about saying something like that. Twinkles. I'm female, and he implemented me way back like in 2012 when he was doing these funny videos in the land down under Australia. It was just entertaining. I mean, to look back on all those things he was doing, like he said yesterday, Twinkles, he was doing everything out of love, you know. And what he's about to say, it might sound ridiculous. It very well may. Very well. But he's gonna say it. Yes. The thing is, whatever you're trying to get at, you know, you really have to have everything. You know, even if an issue like this, because it's easy to get lost. You got to see of all the other things, like what people were doing. I mean, this thing is just getting. Let me have my coffee. It's getting to the point where, you know, it's kind of revealing itself. You know, it's revealing itself. And getting back to, you know, the boy and his mother, they're sitting there. It was like a cold winter. They had a little tiny heater, or, you know, it wasn't much. And they were cold. and she said those words, like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you just have to see, you know, if you did more, you know, if you did something, you did more good, or if you were able to help out, and then that will inspire you. I mean, and the whole thing with, I mean, there should be like, what's that term? I mean, with the Senate and Congress, there should be term limits. Because if we have the same people in there doing the same thing, that are there for all these years, that are not pushing things through, because this is what happens. I mean, Trump came in and have all these things backed up for how many decades? All these things. And now, the minute he tries to, like, work, I mean, and then no help, everything is about stopping. Get him out of there. And we did have 8 years here. I guess people are comfortable with that. I mean, they're comfortable with the way things were being run back then. A huge part here of the population believe that's it. But I'm looking at it from that kind of position. It's like, we're going to keep on sending the same people there. I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to come in, they're going to reverse whatever he was doing. Like commodities, California. Trying to think what it was. I know I heard it, but something briefly. Could it be commodities? I mean, it sounds like Wall Street terms. You know, it sounds like in that movie Coming to America. You know, it's like, this is orange juice, this is eggs, this is bacon. You know, what you had for breakfast, or this or that. You know, what commodity you think? And he says, well, mortar, I don't know what their names are, Duke and mortar. So I think love is going to win the day. I think the more you do for people, instead of putting them on each other, you know, they realize this is it. I mean, the stage is here. Either start working with one another, or you end up somewhere that we don't know.